Today's video isn't so much about an upgrade as it is about an accessory, one that makes me sleep better. And I'm not talking about sleeping pills or some dodgy online therapy service. No, I'm talking about an actual product, a water leak sensor. Just like any other decent RV, the Revel has water on board. There's a sink and a faucet over here. There's a shower and a toilet right behind me. And there's even a hydronic heating system that circulates hot water around the RV for heating. So when there's water, there's a lot of potential of springing a leak. And that would be less than ideal. And of course, a water leak sensor isn't going to prevent any leaks, but it will let you know if and when they happen. Especially those small ones you might not even notice for a very long time. And this is where a water leak sensor really pays off. The one I have is from a company called Yolink. It consists of the transmitter module and then a detection cable. So this is just a 3.5 millimeter plug that goes in here, and then basically this entire cable can be wrapped around pipes, and as soon as it comes in contact with water, it triggers an alert. I have one of these sensors installed around the plumbing under the sink and another one around all the pipes under the bench seat. So this covers me both on the hydronic heating side and the regular water plumbing. And of course more sensors can be installed, maybe down by the water tank or, well, anywhere else where you might expect a leak. Also, these cables are extendable. So this has another connector in the back, so you can really buy extension cables and then make a single sensor cover a really long area. So when I'm in the van and I spring a leak somewhere, I get this awesome beeping sound and I can hopefully get to the problem and fix it relatively quickly. But in fact, most of the time I'm not in the van. The van is parked in the garage, ways away from the house, and I'm nowhere near it. So, and you might have already guessed it, these sensors can communicate with the central hub, and then you can check the status and get alerts on your mobile phone anywhere you are. The internet makes it possible. The main reason for me using the Yolink system over any other water leak detection systems is its transmission range. You know, my garage is a few hundred feet away from the house, and the house is where the internet and the central Yolink hub is. And these sensors can transmit for over a quarter mile. So they really connect nicely, and I'm always connected even though the van is nowhere near close to the house. And by the way, all of this very much sounds like a sponsored ad from Yolink, but I can assure you it is not. I bought this with my own money. Yolink is not aware of this video. They are not compensating me. They are not giving me anything for free. I really like the product and I thought I will let you know about it. Okay, now that this is out of the way, I can tell you about a few other products of the Yolink ecosystem. They make thermometers like this one here. It has a nice big display so I can check the temperature inside of the van, but obviously it also communicates back to the hub and I can check the temperature on my mobile phone. And I have two more of these sensors inside of the garage on either side of the van. So in the winter time, when temperatures might get down to 32, freezing, I can monitor that on my phone and then turn on the heat in the van to avoid pipes from freezing over. Another interesting fact about these Yolink devices is that the sensors can communicate with any hub, not just the one you own in your house, but any other hub that is out there in the open. So if you drive around in your van and eventually those sensors will lose connectivity with the hub in your house, they might every once in a while transmit to a sensor of someone else, and then you can still get status alerts and updates on your phone. Or if you have Starlink in your van, you can install a second hub in the van and pair it with Starlink. So then when you're away from the house, the sensors can connect to the hub in the van and then to Starlink and transmit their data. And when you're at your house and Starlink is turned off, they should be able to connect with the other hub that you have in the house. It's a very clever system. I didn't really know that they were doing that. I was driving into a very remote area a couple of weeks ago and then noticed that I got a status message on my phone from about an hour ago where I was nowhere near my house. So I was wondering, where did that come from? Because, well, it wasn't from my hub. I was miles, hundreds of miles away from my own hub. So I contacted the Yolink help desk and, well, they explained to me that really those devices can, when they transmit their signal, it can be picked up by any Yolink hub. It doesn't have to be my hub, it can be any hub, and then they relay the system back into the cloud, and that's why I received that update message on my phone. And like I said, this isn't a sponsored video, so there isn't any discount code or coupon down in the video description. Still, I put a link to Yolink into the video description, so if you want to pick up some of those devices yourself, well, that's where you can find them. You can also buy them on Amazon. And they're not super expensive. I think the hub and the thermometers, they're around 30 bucks each, and if you bundle them, it is getting a little cheaper. You can buy packs of multiple, so they have quite a few options. Also, they make a ton of other devices like water shutoff valves and tons of other sensors, I think even doorbells and whatever. But yeah, take a look and give them a try if you like them. I think it's well worth the investment for that additional peace of mind. I also want to mention that there's no subscription needed with Yolink. You buy the sensor, you buy the hub, you sign up for an account. I mean, you need an account to make it all working over the internet, but that's all free. There isn't a subscription. You don't have to pay monthly to use any of their services. Well, and that's all I had for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.